Okay, we just picked up Angel from school. We're right outside. We're gonna take the pre-workout real quick, and then we'll start the car talk. It's raining quite a bit over here in the Bay. It's been pouring nonstop for the past 2 days, or maybe past 3 days. I don't remember, but it's been raining quite a bit. Um, that's for sure stopped some people from coming to the gym. It shouldn't stop you. You should be coming to the gym, but it's not gonna stop us. We're still gonna go crazy today with chest and with tricep and hamstrings. So let's take the pre real quick. You put in that bag right there? Appreciate it. Okay, so our pre typically consists of some high blueberry. Usually that one's usually a 2 scooper from Costco. We throw some creatine in there just to throw in a little bit extra. We usually take around 8 grams to 10 grams of creatine a day. I know most people say 5. I like 8 or 10. That's usually what me and Angel take. No particular reason. I just kind of like to do it. And then we add a little bit of Himalayan salt in there as well, just to make sure that when we are at the gym and everything, we're also hydrated and everything. So we're going to be hitting some chest, like I mentioned. Hopefully we get to do some dumbbell work, just because sometimes we get unlucky and we get the benches all the way across the other part of the gym, or the dumbbell rack. So it's like, imagine carrying like 75s, like 85s all the way across. You're basically like farmers walking it. Man, you're already kind of tired right before you start your set, so that kind of sucks. So hopefully we get the bench pretty close to the weight that we're going to be doing. So if you get there early enough, let's say you're an early bird to the gym and everything, you can sometimes you kind of have that luxury of choosing which bench, kind of lighting and things like that. It just kind of depends. And then the later folks, you kind of just get what you get, but that's just kind of what it is. You get what you get. If you go a little bit later, there's going to be a lot more people. You're not going to have really an opportunity to choose from. You kind of have to just kind of freestyle it, really. And that kind of comes with practice, freestyling your workout sometimes. If you have a set specific muscle group, you can kind of just you freestyle it by saying, okay, today I'm doing chest, so let me see which machines or what I'm going to be doing for chest. And then instead of doing what you particularly do every single time, you do a different variation, because you don't have access to the usual machines because it's so busy at the gym. And so sometimes you have to do that, and you have to just, if you're going to a public gym and everything, you kind of have to get used to that happening, unless you're going during times where there's not that many people. But yeah, like I mentioned yesterday, if let's say you get to the gym and someone is using a machine, don't feel afraid to ask folks to how many sets they have and everything. Usually folks are nice enough, to kind of let you know and everything. Like, hey, I have 1 or 2 sets and stuff. Sometimes some folks might say if you want to work in and stuff, if you don't want to wait. But yeah, just don't never be afraid of. And then also just make sure you're asking nicely. You want to make sure you kind of keep that nice gym etiquette when we're asking folks. And then best case scenario, maybe you're working with them, and then that works out. You also have to keep in mind though, let's say it's 3 of you and you're asking someone, hey, can we work in with you? Come on. Like, let's not do that now. Maybe if it's like 1 person, like that's fine. But like, if it's like a group of 3 people and they're like, hey, can I work in with you on the leg extension? It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would just keep in mind, maybe not, maybe just waiting on that. But yeah, so we're going to do some dumbbell work. 3 sets for sure. That's mostly what we keep it at. That's usually the sweet spot. We always start off with upper chest. Honestly, upper chest is the best way to train. I mean, there's no reason for you to be doing flat bench press, in my opinion. in my opinion. I think majority of the time you should really be doing like incline work, and then maybe you can add some variations here and there for a little bit more of the bottom chest. But with the bottom chest, it's like it's much more developed than the upper chest, so it just doesn't make sense for you to overwork it. If majority of the time a lot of people are don't have a really big upper chest, so it just makes sense for you to to work on that upper chest and everything and all around. And then, like I mentioned before, it's also good to if, let's say, one of your muscle groups is overpowering other parts of your body. Let's say you have a crazy back, you have crazy triceps or whatever. What you can do sometimes is just kind of put in the back burner and not don't go too crazy with it. Just kind of have it on a maintenance kind of plan where you're just kind of maintaining that stimulus, so you can kind of keep that muscle group, but really focus on the lacking muscle groups, so that way you can kind of just build up that way. And that can be a good way to slowly progress, because a lot of this stuff is not going to be like a one day and done, or like and things like that. It's not super fast, so you have to you kind of have to have patience, with it and everything. Today is day 30. Day 30 in this month. We actually have, or day 30, I guess we're going to count it as a month, right? Because almost every single month out of the year is a month. I mean, it's 30 days. So we're going to say we're 1 month into the cut. We're going to keep it there. I know this month for July, for what was it today? What month is it today? What month is it this month? February. There you go. I always forget the months just because I sometimes work from home, so I kind of lose track. But yeah, so it was like 31 days, I think, for this month, right? Instead of 30. So it was just a little bit further apart, but we also started around the 6th. So, or the 6th of last month, actually. What am I talking about? The 6th of last month. So, you know what? I'm going up in circles. Just know that it's been a month. Ignore everything I just said in the past maybe 10, 15 seconds, and just take into account that it's been a month. There you go. We're maybe around 5 minutes away from the gym. We're gonna find some parking. It's raining pretty crazy. Hopefully we can find some parking. I brought my wallet this time so we can find some so we can pay for the parking meters just closer to the gym entrance, just because we don't want to get soaking wet before we go in there and everything. And then yeah, so we're just gonna get there, and let's see what we start off with. Let's go ahead and let's do our first set. This is gonna be our first working set for 75. We're gonna start off with some incline, like I mentioned. We're gonna do, I'm thinking I'm gonna get 6 to 7. It just kind of depends, and then we're gonna either stay on this or we're gonna move down to 70. It just depends on how heavy it feels today. We're gonna try it out without socks this time. Angel always tries it without socks, and he tells me it's super good, but I never listen to him, so maybe today's the day I listen to him. Let's see how it feels. One more. Okay, so we hit 7. I'm thinking that we're gonna pause at this bad boy for, I'm thinking maybe 2 more. I'm gonna take maybe like a 15, 20-second break just to make sure I get some energy. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to our third one. Jasmine went to go get the hamstring for some isolation for our upper chest. So we're probably gonna hit these for at least a solid 6 to 8. We'll see how many we can get. Just go as hard as we can, to be honest. I'm too lazy to put on rides for this one, so I'm just gonna do it without them. Oh my god. Okay. I think we got 6. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go ahead and let's do our second exercise, which is gonna be these isolation for our upper chest, and then we're gonna move on to so I'm thinking either some pec deck or some type of cable. We'll see. Let's just go hard with these.
Okay. Quick little pause set. I'm gonna try to hit these for at least 3 more. Uh, hit this for at least 3 more, and then maybe drop down on the next one. I just need to catch my breath for like maybe 15 seconds. Let me push it up. You let me push it up again? Yeah, let me push it up again. That's good. Okay, that's good. We'll probably drop down the next one. Let's go ahead and then move on to the second one and our last one. We're gonna hit this, and then I think we're gonna move on to pec deck just because the cables are taken, and then the other one is still broken for like the past 2 weeks. But we're gonna try to hit these for as many as we can. Okay. We're gonna try to hit this one for at least 2 more, and pass at this bad boy. Man, things feel so heavy today. Okay. We hit the 2 we're gonna hit. Let's go on to some pec deck. Let's go ahead and let's do our last one. We're probably gonna do this one for 2 sets, and try to go as hard as we can. And then I'm thinking we're gonna move on to some maybe some push downs. We'll see. Let's finish our last one. We're probably gonna hit these from anywhere from 8 to 10 hopefully. Okay, we hit 8. Let's go do some triceps. Let's go ahead and let's do this last one. And then Angel went to go grab the cable machine so we can do some triceps. Okay. We hit 6 with that. We're done. Let's go do some triceps. Let's go ahead and move on to our first tricep exercise, which is gonna be these push downs. We're probably gonna hit this for at least a solid 6 to 8. We'll see how many we can get, and then depending on how heavy it is, we either move down or we stick to the same way. We'll see. Just because almost full stacking this thing is gonna be crazy, so we'll see. Shit. Nice. Honestly, that last one was kind of trash, but it's fine. We're gonna do this one for 2 more. I'm thinking we ended up moving down from 120 to 100 just because this thing was already pretty heavy, and I think we got 6 or 7 on the last one. So we're gonna try to get at least 8 on this one. We'll see. We hit 9. That's what we wanted. Let's go ahead and do this last one so we can move on to the next exercise. Probably gonna stick to 100. Nice. No mames. All right, that's pretty good. I'm thinking we'll either stick to 30 or we'll move on to 25, but that felt pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and do this last one so then we can move on to some type of single arm. So let's start off with our left, and then we're gonna match our left with the right. We did 9. Let's go ahead and match that. Nice. Let's do some single arm now. Let's go ahead and do our last one. We're gonna do this one for 2 sets, and then we're gonna do some RDLs out there. Then we're gonna switch over to the seated hamstring curls, and then we're gonna move on to the RDLs to finish it off. But Let's start off with our left, and then we'll match that with our right. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's go ahead and move on to our last one, and then Angel went to go grab the seated curl, so we're probably gonna do that one afterwards, just to finish off today, and then we're gonna do the pulse down. So, let's just take it on this. Let's go ahead and do our first hamstrings. We're gonna do 3 sets of these, and then and this is about else. Second set, probably stays the same weight. Let's do our last set, and then we can move on to some RDLs for 2 sets. I'm already pretty tired, to be honest. I'm thinking we're gonna stay to the same weight, 170, and try to get at least a solid 6 to 10. Let's go ahead and do our last one so that we can do the pump check. But with this one, just like with any leg day, I usually like to keep my shoes off just because I can feel the ground. I get a little bit more, I get a bit more mind muscle connection. I can talk mind muscle connection, and I feel like I get more stability, which helps me do a few more reps. So I just try to go hard with this one. We're gonna keep it at 8. Let's go ahead and do our last one. Actually, I'm gonna push this back a little bit more. Like right there. All right, let's do this last one, and then let's go pose downstairs. Okay. Fuck, I felt sorry to breath on that one. Fuck. Okay. That one felt tougher than the other one, but that's what I expected. It's my last set. So let's go ahead and now go downstairs and let's post down. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we did. What? Sorry, Henry. So like, very cool.
All right, another successful lift in the books. We went crazy today for chest, triceps, and hamstrings. It seems like pretty often I have to convince Angel to do hamstrings with me. You guys should comment in the if you guys see this, you guys should comment and say, Angel, you need to stop skipping hamstrings because I have to convince him every single time. It's kind of crazy. But we went crazy today. We did the incline chest press, which we really, really like. We went, I tried today's Angel's method with not wearing any shoes. I think it's pretty good, honestly. Not wearing shoes is pretty nice. And then we did some hammer strength isolation machine for the upper chest as well. And we moved on to some pec deck. Unfortunately, we couldn't use the cable machine today because everything was taken. But we adapted, which was good, which was needed. So right now we are going to drop off Angel. We have, I think, around 1,100 calories to play with. So we have a pretty good amount of food left still. Yesterday, because we went to the gym a little bit earlier and I got hungry earlier, I was having a difficult time towards the end of the night. Or I've been having a difficult time towards the end of the night, just because if I go super early to the gym sometimes, or if I kind of go without like my regular schedule, sometimes it messes up my meals and I end up eating too early or something, and then I end up being super super hungry. So I think I just need to plan out better. Not everything's perfect, you know. It's kind of trial and error. So I'll just kind of try to adjust it a little bit as I go. But for the most part, everything has been going well. We haven't been losing too much strength. We're still going hard in the gym, although we do feel sometimes a little bit sluggish. I think it's fine. It kind of comes with the cutting. So as expected, we're going to be losing a little bit of stamina, a little bit of strength. So if you're cutting and you start to notice, damn, I'm not hitting the same weights, maybe I'm looking a little bit extra flat, just remember it comes with cutting. Don't feel too bad about it. Don't beat yourself up over it too. You want to just make sure that you kind of just stick to your program and just follow your program as long as it's been working. You want to just kind of stay consistent. I think the consistency is the most important part about everything. If you're changing up things all the time, it's kind of hard for your body to adjust, you know? And it's hard for you to progress. You'll never know how you're progressing because you're changing up your routine so much. So what I would recommend is just kind of like sticking to a certain routine for like 3 to 4 months and then seeing what kind of results you get from that. Instead of, let's say in a month, you're like, damn, I didn't see anything. You can't really expect something in a month, you know? You have to give it some time. So I usually recommend around 3 months to implement like a new routine and see if it's working for you, if it's not working for you, and kind of just play it by ear a little bit. But with a lot of this stuff, you know, like I mentioned, it's a lot of trial and error. And then there's a lot of YouTube videos that can help you a bunch. I'm hoping that my YouTube videos are helping you when it comes to lifting, when it comes to form. I'm hoping that I am motivating you to go to the gym, as well as making sure that you're not getting hurt, making sure that you focus on form. We want to focus on form in this channel over ego lifting. We do not want to ego lift in this channel. We want to make sure we're not getting hurt. We want to minimize getting hurt. And I think that's just something that we have to adapt into the fitness industry, you know, making sure we're not ego lifting, because a lot of people get hurt. And if you're getting hurt, you're not going to the gym, you know, and you're not making any progress. So just try to manage as much as possible. Tomorrow, we're doing back. We're doing shoulders. We're going to go crazy. So tomorrow's minimum day for Angel. So we're most likely going to be picking him up pretty early, which is good. And then we're going to hit the gym a little bit early. So that means we beat the late crowd, which is awesome because it gets super packed when we go a little bit earlier. So much more empty. And I get to play a little bit more around with my camera angles, just because there's not that many people. And I also don't want to be in people's way, you know. I'm sure people can sometimes get annoyed. So I understand. Okay, so enough talking. Let's go drop off Angel, and I will see everyone tomorrow for day, I guess, 1 month and 1 day. What do I even call it, right? Yeah, I guess I'll meet you tomorrow for day 1 of the second month of day 31 of the cut. All right, I'll see everyone tomorrow.